Good morning, y'all. So I wanted to jump on here this morning and just share a little bit of my Bible study this morning. The devil has greatly shifted my day, so I have an extreme amount of free time today. So I came back to what I was studying this morning before I left to take the kids to school. And our pastor this last week, he talked about taking something as simple as a crayon and drawing a circle around yourself and stepping inside it and saying, Lord, start it. And start it with who's inside this circle. Start it with me. Start a revival. Start an epidemic. Start letting people see Jesus. Start letting people come to know him. Start it with me. And that has really stuck with me all week. I took this crayon and I put it in my Bible, and it's just really been on me for days now about being an example. And when we are put on the spot to be made an example of, the devil will test it. The devil has been testing me in every aspect of my life over the last month. With my work, for weeks, I was so anxious. I felt like God laid something on my heart to do, to pull off of my own schedule and hire people and put on it. It resulted in me not paying myself for like 3 weeks. And I kind of got to the end and I was like, Lord, I heard you and I'm being obedient, but I need you to move. And immediately, after I prayed, listen, I'm telling you, God does things in my life that nobody convinced me that's not fully him, because nobody else could have done it. So I've went weeks without really hearing from a lot of new customers or anything. And then it was like boom, 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 boom. I think I scheduled 4 or 5 new customers last week. I had another one call yesterday afternoon that I'm going to touch base with again today. I've got another one I left a voicemail with yesterday that wants me to reach out to him. I'm going to reach back out to today. It's just one after another now, because I felt like I was obedient through that time of God saying, I'm going to put you on hold right here, and I'm going to see how faithful you're going to be when it gets hard. Then, I foster for the state of Alabama, so I've had some situations come up with not knowing if God is telling me to send kids or keep kids or bring back kids. It's a hard transition because immediately the mom in me and the server in me, the fixer in me, the one who sees my childhood in so many of these kids wants to fix every one of them. But I have learned the hard way that I have to pray over it. God has got to tell me to move. He has got to tell me what to do. And if he doesn't, I do not move. I will stand still. And I've just got a lot going on there. My family, I don't have a lot of family at all. Many of you follow me enough to know my dad relapsed almost 3 years ago. He was my best friend, my backbone. Losing him ripped my world apart. I'm not close with my mother. I'm not close with my brothers. I'm the black sheep, I guess you could say, of the family. I don't fit in. I feel like I don't fit in anywhere I go. I don't fit in with very many friends. God built me not to fit in. He built me to stand out, and I have always been ashamed of that, and I have always felt attacked by that. Never more in my life than my walk with God right now have I ever been so proud to stand apart from people that I once wish I could stand with. I wish I could sit at their table. I probably done foolish things to sit at their table just to feel accepted. And now I learned to flip those tables, and I sit at a real small one that there's not many people can fit at anymore. And I'm okay with that. And I feel like this last month has just been a trying month, because I feel like over the last 9 months, I have grew more spiritually and closer in my walk with God, and really just walking in my calling, walking in my purpose, slowing down, not allowing the devil to keep me so busy, because I take problems and I just get busy, and I tuck them down deep, and I just work harder. So then I've just got 5,000 things going that I'm mediocre at. versus having about 3 or 4 things that I could be really good at. And I start slacking in every aspect of my life. Before you know it, I'm overwhelmed, I'm overworked, and that's what the devil wants. That's what the devil wants. So this year, I had just a lot of things going on. And I really just hit a point about a month ago, and I just stopped. I have 4 classes left to finish my associate's degree, and I'm not in school. I'm not finished on them right now because I need a break. I started real estate classes, and I felt I needed a break. I had a farm. I had all these animals and this huge garden, and I needed a break. I had a house full of kids because I couldn't say no. And I learned my no because I needed a break. I need to slow down. I need to find what's important. I need to focus. And I need to listen to what God is telling me to do, not feeling like I have to be busy all the time and I have to say yes to everything because I don't know how to say no. So let me tell you what God laid on my heart this morning. I woke up. I got some personal things going on. I had a hard night. Couldn't sleep. I've not slept for several days now at all. My life is overwhelming when you can see it on my face because I cover it very, very well. Very, very well. And it's showing. And I woke up this morning and I just wrote at the top of my paper here. You can see all my notes from this morning. And I just wrote feelings I was feeling. Just overwhelmed, sadness, anger. I feel lukewarm. I feel a lot of trauma triggers. I feel like I'm not doing enough. I feel like I'm not enough. I feel like every aspect the devil has tempted me in, with work, with my kids, with my relationships, with my family. I feel like I'm being tempted in so many ways, and sometimes I'm like, I see a light at the end of the tunnel, and I'm like, I'm so thankful I survived that test. And other times I'm like, Lord, I'm tired of the testing. And I hit that this morning, and these verses came to mind. And I know this is long if you're still on this story with me, but it's 1 Timothy chapter 4, verses 11 through 16. And I've never studied this. And it just came to me this morning. And it says, these things command and teach, his word. Let no one despise your youth. Not mine. Be an example to the believers in the world, in your conduct, in your love, in your spirit, in your faith, and in your purity. Till I come, give attention to reading, the exhortation, to doctrine. That's discipline, to take time to do this every day. Do not neglect the gift that is in you. Don't let nobody else tell you what you are and what you ain't. Don't let nobody tell you your calling that God told you is not your calling just because they think you're not qualified. Do not neglect the gift that is in you, which was given to you by prophecy with the laying on of hands of the eldership. Meditate on these things. Give yourself entirely to them, for in doing so, your progress may be evident to all. To all. There's a lot of people that know me that know I'm different now. There's a lot of people that know me that don't talk to me anymore because I'm different now. There's a lot of people who used to see me in places they don't see me in anymore because I'm different now. There's a lot of people that know how bad my past is. They know how bad those 2 divorces were, those children I had out of wedlock, those times of depression and anxiety, and I look like a fool. They know all that. But they see the progress too. So I don't know what you're going through, and I don't know how the devil is tempting you, but let me tell you, people see the progress. Make sure that you stay in the word, so when people know you're tempted, they can see the progress. That's how people see God work. When times like this are tough, how you react and how you stand and how you read and stand in the word. That's where your progress is shown to you